Hello and welcome to the game today at the Bannister Prentice Stadium. Teams today for Leeds United. Number 1 goal, Harrison. Number 2, Sean O'Leary. 3, Emily Cassidy. 6, Alice Hughes. 7, Drew Green. 8, Ellie White. 10, Kat Smith. 11, Chloe Dixon. 14, Amy Woodruff. 17, Alanya Millard. 20, Darcy Green. Substitutes for Leeds United: Charlotte Oates, goalkeeper; Paige Williams, Abigail Lee, Izzy Elliott, Maisie Ellis, and Charlotte Keaton, and Monique Watson. Blackburn Rovers today in goal: Sky Kirkham. Number 3, Isabel Parrish. 4, Julie LeBron. 5, Ella Whittaker. 7, Aisha Tango. 8, Kaylee Mack. 12, Layla Gray. 14, Rice. 15, Ash Trapicki. 16, Jeff Rostrom. 22, Lucy Allman. And substitutes: Jazz Atwood, Olivia Thompson, Natasha Pym, Clara Butler, Rebecca Hobson, Joe Rodriguez, and Evie Davis.
Good afternoon then, and welcome to LUTV's coverage of today's Leeds United women's game as they host Blackburn Rovers. As per usual, the Whites playing at the Bannister Prentice Stadium, looking to bounce back for what the players and coach Simon Wood described was a loss in their 2-2 draw last weekend. That was against Wythenshawe after conceding with just a few moments left in the game. But positivity was still something that Simon Wood wanted to try and reiterate in his post-match presser, in the fact that there's still plenty to learn from it. And the bench is Oates, Williams, Lee, Elliott, Ellis, Jubba, Keating and Watson. As for today's visitors, it is Kirkham, Parish, LeBron, Whittaker and Sangu, Mack, Gray, Rice, Tira, Beekgate, Rawstrom and Allman, and then it's Atwood, Thompson, Pym, Butler, Hobson, Rodriguez and Davis for the visitors bench under James Mallet. So fingers crossed for a good day at the office for Simon Wood's team, who again have looked defensively resolute last couple of games. They've just lost that feel with back-to-back 2-2 draws. Chloe Dixon getting a first half brace last time out, discussing how the team want to kick on now and almost use it as a last final reminder of how tough this league is to get out of. Delighted to say I'm joined by Brady Hannon once again for today's action. And Brady, it is a killer blow, is it, when you lose or when you concede a last-minute goal? And the word was defeat. It felt like a defeat. We'll get your thoughts in a second, actually, just because there will be a moment's silence before kick-off today in Garforth in memory of Maddie Cusack and Matt Baird. So the teams then will go through their final team talk once again. Sean Legg just going over to speak to the officials. So, yeah, just speaking, Brady, about that last game. You know, when you've conceded a late goal, I remember last year there was a similar situation when Leeds was started really well, and then I think it was Stockport, a last-minute goal they conceded, just knocked the confidence a little bit. It's easy to say, let's just bounce back and learn from it. Doing it is another matter, but that will be the aim of the day today.
Yeah, we have to pick up the 3 points. It goes without saying. I think what we don't want to do is get too far away from the pack at the top. Obviously, we're 8th in the league. I know it's early days. We've only played 4 matches so far. We've had a couple of really tough matches. But, I mean, I was up at Thorpe Arch this week, and the mood in the camp is positive. You know, the girls were saying, you know, before the issue was not creating chances kind of earlier on in the season, but on Sunday we created a lot of chances, just couldn't convert, and some, you know, quite simple chances really, not half chances, but actual really good chances. So I think, you know, it's key that we need to get Amy Woodruff scoring. She was a star player for us last year, and she's yet to get off the mark this season, but she just needs the service, and hopefully she'll get that today. And what an opportunity. Back at home at Garforth Town, the pitch is looking good, the fans will be there in numbers, so yeah, let's hopefully we'll get kicked off and get 3 points.
Yeah, so I said earlier, Blackburn looking for their first points. Leeds have 5 after 4 games, 1 win, 2 draws. Just shows that there's still a bit of momentum with this team if they can mainly use this home facility as the fortress they want to. If you're in and around most of Yorkshire and Lancashire yesterday, you've known about the recent rainfall. The pitch looks very good for it, in fact. With me and Brad doing the first game of the season a few weeks ago, and looked like a beach in parts. It's a fine line though, isn't it, with this pitch, and you mentioned a few times that it's had some work done it by the ground staff from Thorpe Arch. Important for the players to get a feel to it underneath the new circumstances, and Leeds so far have just tried to keep the ball a little bit. I think maybe one element of Soundwood's team that they want to show more dictating of the game, more possession. See if they can do that here against Blackburn, who will be low on confidence. But he sense, I guess, as a player, I mean, Blackburn as a club, Brady are a big club themselves, but they'll be viewing this as a target on the back of Leeds United's players today, wanting to try and knock any momentum out of a promotion push. Nearly a chance for White to be picked out by Dixon, but that goes astray. But yeah, the visitors will be frustrated their start to the season, but this is an opportunity for them, almost like a no-lose situation. Yeah,
they've had some really tough games so far. They've played Cheadle and Durham, who are obviously two top teams in the league. They maybe didn't expect to get much out of those games, but obviously they lost to Doncaster and also to Stockport as well, who, you know, probably were teams that they could have maybe nicked some points off. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see them today. They're obviously in a bit of a transition themselves, and you know, even though they're away from home, they'll still be trying to fight for every single point, no doubt. But I mean, we saw it, didn't we, last year against Fylde when we lost against them. They were bottom of the league, so you know, we can't take these lightly at all.
Good header away from leg. Looks frustrated, but right in front of the Blackburn bench, they'll be happy with her teammates' work. Leeds try to step up, and Cassidy watched that all the way. It's good reading of the game from her. Into Hughes, another couple of goals a few weeks ago.
Top goal scorer is Alice Hughes.
Yeah, joint with Dixon now, obviously Hughes in all comps. And it must be a boost, Brady, for the team to have, I know Dixon's a winger, but you know, to have your holding midfielder officially be the top goal scorer. It shows the goals are spread around. You are right that, you know, getting Amy Woodruff a goal today will ease the pressure and just get her a bit of confidence levels as well.
Yeah, I think, you know, nearly everything that was put in front of Amy Woodruff last year, she stuck in the back of the net, and obviously we had Jess Russo as well, which unfortunately, you know, she decided to leave the club. So, you know, you've got two strikers there that you know, we are missing this year. But yeah, it is good to know that you've got players who can score as well. And don't forget Darcy Green and Drew Green, they pop up with some goals every now and again. I think Shauna Legg will be wanting to add to her tally with some headed goals from corners, no doubt.
Bring the ball forward for Leeds is Darcy Green as she goes down the line to Dixon. Simple 1-2 executed, and now she can make her way forward, looking for third goal in 2 games. Into White, good movement this from Leeds. White to Woodruff, it's great football. Now can they finish it? Safe from the keeper. Green on the follow-up to head home. Leeds United take the lead from left back, from one twin sister to the other to score the goal. Great movement, Dixon involved, White and Woodruff. It's a fine team goal to start proceedings.
Absolutely brilliant. Great little 1-2 on that left-hand side by Dixon. We've said before how dangerous and the quality that she's brought to the team. And you know, when Amy Woodruff got that ball, I'm thinking, oh, she's going to score, she's going to get off the mark, and we were just literally talking about it. But look, it doesn't matter who scores as long as the ball goes in the back of the net. Really, really good start to the game. Less than 5 minutes, 1-0 up. Happy days.
Great for Leeds, the confidence now to try and settle down. I'm thinking more the same on the technical area for in terms of the team goal and the ability to carve them open. I think the main thing, Brad, is they made it look really routine and easy.
Yeah, they did, and it's nice when you can score a goal when you've actually played good football. It's not a case of that the keeper's made a mistake or the centre-half's made a mistake and you've capitalised on it. Those are also nice, by the way, but you know, to play good football and score with, you know, 5 or 6 players involved is really quite good.
Good feet from Darcy Green. She's got White alongside her. Woodruff and Dixon in the channel. Woodruff picks it up. Dixon on the inside. She just tries to lay it off, and execution needed work. But down that left wing, there's a real avenue for Leeds to exploit. Dixon coming forward, picks her spot. Keeper Kirkham gets behind it. Relatively easy save. Just signs, Brady, that of course that you've got those players in confidence. You know, Dixon said that she was starting to get annoyed at herself, and it was playing on her mind that she'd not got a goal for a new club. And then you get the two, and it just comes naturally, doesn't it? When you've got that belief in yourself, you start trying things from afar, and that wasn't the worst effort at all. It's a shot on target at the end of the day.
No, I think she's quite an unselfish player, and I think we've seen already with her assists and what she brings to the team. She's a special player, so you know, to then add goals onto that as well, just creme de la creme. But no, she's been a really, really good signing for us this year. She used to play for Blackburn as well, so she'll be wanting to play well against a former team.
Simpson to Cassidy, who certainly caught the eye the other week when she was playing and contributing at centre half, and made that spot her own for the time being. His leg goes powerful clearance down the line towards Woodruff, who wants the inside run from Green. For now, she tries to keep hold of possession. She does so. It's a good bit of work from her. Now, two in the box, White included. It hits Green. It's towards White, who can try and turn. Picks out Dixon. Leeds have got numbers queuing up. Dixon lets fly. Slips as she does so. An opportunity goes begging, but again, it's starting off, Brady, as quite rugged, determined work from Ian Woodruff, the area of the game that she likes the most. But then there was that little bit of finesse and picking out each other's teammates in good spots. You could argue that she probably should have done better. Yeah,
it should be 2-0. I think we see a lot of the good play down the left-hand side, don't we? So it was nice to mix it up a bit and go down the right. And, you know, it's frustrating Amy Woodruff is probably feeling at the moment in terms of not getting the goals. She brings so much more to this team as well. Her work rate, she's good in the air. And you just saw then she had to do a little bit of hard work then, use her body really well, and very unselfishly just played it into the box. But no, good play by Ellie White as well. She recognised that someone else was in a better position, and it was absolutely the right pass. It was just unfortunate that we didn't quite get the execution there. But yeah, like you say, it should have been 2-0 then.
Simpson just waits for forward to come and press, and now she can release Shauna Leg into midfield for Drew Green. Leg via Hughes back to Simpson. A little keenness from Leeds though to get the ball down and try and play. Leg pressurised by Nsangu. Green's back heel to pick out Woodruff. Trying to switch the play. I mean, in fairness, she does to Darcy Green, but unorthodox, I think, is the best way to describe it. That ball's gone out of play for a throw for Blackburn. Big maybe 10 minutes or so, Brady, in terms of you want the group now to be kicking on for a second.
and things like that. But, you know, they were a championship team, you know, for a few years and did really well. So, you know, unfortunately they had to withdraw from the championship due to, you know, standards increasing and wanting players to go professional, and unfortunately finance and money and everything came into it. So here they are in our league, and I think they've lost quite a lot of players, and you know, they're having to almost start from the bottom again. And I think the manager left in June, and the goalkeeping coach, and like I said, they're just going through a whole transition at the moment. So it's a new league for them, and hopefully we can, in this particular game, use that to our advantage and use our experience. You know, we've been in this league a long time. We know what it takes to win football matches at this level.
Yeah, Blackburn, 15 minutes in, looking for an equaliser. The sun shines in Garforth. Leeds looking for that second goal. Blackburn looking for a pass out from the back. It's with Rawstrun, who's looking for an avenue. Good challenge from Smith.
Sure, she'll be looking to add to her tally today. She normally scores penalties, doesn't she? But she's got the ability to score some long ranges as well. So hopefully she'll get off.
Leeds just maybe just taking the foot off the gas in terms of going all out for, you know, passes into the channel. They're just more methodical, Bradley, a little bit, keeping the ball, trying their best to curse them there as Green gives the ball away. Now a chance to come in, but Hughes mops up. Will need to be quick to deny it. She's kept it in an awkward spot here. Now she goes to ground. Alice Hughes playing with fire. Nearly tees up the striker and then nearly holds her to the ground. Leeds get away with it, thankfully. But a real lapse at the back there from the Whites, and it nearly was a gift to Blackburn.
She did absolutely brilliantly to get back there, and I'm not sure, I think she maybe thought one of the Leeds players were a bit closer to her, or Carrie Simpson had been mopping up behind her, but that wasn't the case. I think there's a lack of communication there. But yeah, a let off there. Very, well, it's very unlike Alice to be in those positions and make any mistakes at all, isn't it?
Yeah, very rare. Leeds win a free kick. A welcomed one at that.
Yeah, like you say, we've just been trying to keep the ball and keep possession, but in our own kind of half, if you like. We want to try and get the ball up as high as the pitch as possible and play up there. Because like I said, at 1-0, all it takes is an opportunity like we've just seen then. And you could be drawing the game when, you know, when you look at probably possession and chances and, you know, chances created, etc. We're by far dominating this game, but it's the all-important scoreline that it's the real stat that matters.
Good work from Legg into White, back to Woodruff. Looking wide for Dixon, just sells it short. Simple for Hughes to just tee it up for Legg, who's looking for an avenue now. Good ball inside to Woodruff would be the ideal here, but she's done even better. There's Green to pick out Millard, who's going to try and dribble her way forward. Green caught underneath her feet. Great vision to the byline, across the goal, looking for a touch. Too far in front of Woodruff and Dixon. But again, it was all bit stop-start, but it seemed to work, that Bridie, in Drew Green's favour, that Blackburn sort of just gave her a yard all the time.
Yeah, I think because she was almost like between two players. I don't know if they got caught, like, are you going to try and tackle her or am I going to try and tackle her? And in the end, neither one of them tackled her, and she just managed to wriggle between them. Really good work and a great cross over the face of goal there. It just required someone at the back post just to head it in. But yeah, really good work again. And this is the thing, we're creating these chances, but we have to be more clinical, because against the better teams, you might not get these kind of chances, so you've got to be putting them in the back of the net.
Yeah, White trying to do it all her own here. She might even get an opportunity to shoot. Brings it down, looks towards Woodruff. This is fine margins for Leeds. As Bridie said a few minutes ago, there could be several goals for Leeds. We might be looking at 4 now if the execution was a tiny bit better. And that's not to say this is not good enough for Leeds, because it's a great commanding performance in midfield. Just got to get the rewards now. Here's Green. Trying to make life harder for herself, and in doing so, she's taken them on again. Defender falls over. Green puts it into Woodruff, who's trying to scoop it to goal. Angle was against it. It's behind for a goal kick, but it started on the left-hand side, Bride of the dominance. Now Drew Green's taking total control.
Yeah, and this is it. This is the quality that we've got. We can go down either side. There's no weak links in this team at all. I think from my point of view then, I want her to be a little bit more selfish and go for goal. She's always trying to find Amy Woodruff. But but I think sometimes in those positions, just have a go yourself, because if the keeper saves it, chances are it'd parry straight into Amy Woodruff's path anyway. So I'd just like to see a few more chances at goal.
Into White, who's been told she's got plenty of time, and she does use that exactly to her advantage to Dixon. Can lay it back off. In behind is Darcy Green, picked out by White. It's a well-weighted pass. Now goes to ground. Penalty appeals. Nothing given. Well, that's a big shout from the referee.
How is that not a penalty?
Considering where she was, she's beaten the defender. And you're always asking these situations, what is her benefit to going to ground? She feels the touch. The referee doesn't say it's enough, Brady.
I think it's a poor decision. Didn't even need a replay. That was a straight penalty. She's not the kind of player to just go down on the floor anyway. We've seen, I mean, I've seen her stay on her feet when she's had people nicking at her ankles 2 or 3 times, and she's still managed to stay on her feet. But yeah, just crazy decision.
Yeah, hopefully not a momentum swinger for Leeds and goes back in Blackburn's favour, because remember, since the 14th, 15th minute mark, Leeds have turned the screw a little bit again. They've gone from keeping it at the back to now going more for the juggler through the middle, especially through the heart of midfield, where Catherine Smith picks up the ball. She's looking to thread it to Dixon, intercepted by Blackburn as Hughes now tries to pressure.
Well, look, the Leeds girls are enjoying themselves, and I'm enjoying watching this game. It's probably one of the best matches I've seen in a while, football-wise. They're playing some really, really good football and getting into some chances. I just want to see the ball in the back of the net a few more times, as I'm sure you do.
Did you ever get like that as a player? Because of where you were stood, centre half, admiring the work and then just wanting the reward, because sometimes you're a passenger at centre half if your team's dominating.
Yeah, you are, but you've still got to make sure you switched on, because like I said, that one mistake and then breaking. Yeah,
break off here because Woodruff picks out White. White, nearly an own goal. Over the top of the net, it'll be a corner. White's gone for like the cut, allowing Woodruff to attack it. She dropped deep. That's where I guess the lack of a second forward would have helped Leeds there, but it's forced the defender into doing something, Brady, and it's an awkward angle for her. She can't head it. She tries to knee it. It could have gone anywhere, that ball.
Yeah, we just needed someone running in at that back post, didn't we? Because she couldn't quite pull it back to Amy, so it was the cross itself. I'd probably say is poor, but we got a corner out of it, so let's take advantage. But this is the thing: if you're getting into the right areas and you put in, whether it's a cross or a shot, if we're getting into those areas, anything can happen.
White's delivery, floater, but she's got the bearings wrong. Tried to pop it into that near post area, but sliced it, and it's a frustration that for Leeds. Still 1-0.
I think from Blackburn's point of view, I'd be really concerned if I was their bench, because Leeds are just carving through them, especially in that midfield. We're just absolutely dominating it. And this is credit to our players, by the way, because they're very, very good technical players, intelligent players. But Blackburn have got to get tighter and stop Leeds playing if they're going to get anything out of this game.
Mopping up, Blackburn encouraged not to foul just because it puts Leeds under pressure, and that's the way that Simpson has to do with it. He's just going for touch and safety. Well mopped up by Cassidy. Picked up in midfield by Blackburn's Tirrup Kate. Good ball, big opportunity. Simpson saves, needs to get across the line. They are going to get there. And the Blackburn player was just trying to tee up a teammate in Nsangu. I think it was Rice that had cut it across. The number 14, yes, she gets it, has the shot. I think Legg thought she'd have to do something. She's just trying to turn it into an area for her teammate, and thankfully Carrie Simpson could smother. And you've said it a few times, Brady, for all Leeds' chances, you have the situation with Hughes, that one there. No matter what team form is like in this league, we saw last year with Fylde, Leeds were top of the league, lost to bottom of the league. This is a league that is being described so many times as horrible to get out of. These are little examples of why, even on a good afternoon in attack, you cannot rest.
I mean, it's their first attack of the match pretty much, isn't it? 23rd minutes. It was a great little ball through, by the way, and it was a great save by Carrie Simpson, but that could have quite easily been 1-1. So yeah, we were let off again then. You know, they're not playing great football, Blackburn. They've not really had much of the ball. They've not managed to string many passes together because our girls have just, you know, won the ball back really quick. And, you know, you've seen we 1- and 2-touch football today. We're getting out to the width. We're using the pitch really, really well, putting some great crosses in. We've made their keeper made a few good saves, but yeah, we can't rest on our laurels, and you know we've got to keep attacking, and we've got to keep that tempo really high.
Hey, Woodruff gets free, wrestles 2 of them away from the ball. Can she pick out White? She does so. White's looking for Dixon. Opportunity now. Surely a shot to finish. Just brings a foot across the ball. Slices it rather than goes across the goal. And those 3 are causing trouble. There's just no finish to get there. Just rewards. It's still 1-0, 25 gone.
Yeah, I think Ellie White looks a little bit frustrated then. I think she was hoping that that Dixon would just lay the ball into her. You can see she's got a good little run. She could have squared it, but I mean, in that position, I'd be going for goal as well. But just unfortunate, didn't find the back of the net. Just lacked a little bit of composure then.
Hughes to White. The ball was there. There's a free kick for a late foul in midfield. Darcy Green on the attack towards White. He's looking to pick out Dixon. And then gives it back inside to Leeds' number 8, Ellie White.
She did really well then, the ball was in the air, wasn't it? So she did really well to kind of... That's what Kath Smith does so effectively. That ball was played out into the number 4 and she read it really well, got in front of a marker and just won, just got a team back on the front foot again. You know, they're not giving Alice Hughes there another good interception. We're just not giving him a chance to play out at all.
Picks out White. Cut back is on. Looking for Green. It's a nice ball in as well, isn't it, Brad? Because it's a defender's nightmare that across yourself you have to get a touch on it because you know somebody's coming.
Yeah, and she's had to concede a corner there, but she had no choice because, you know, she had a player right behind her that was hopefully waiting to tap it in. So she had to concede a corner, but it was good defending. Another good, really good ball into the box. Causing absolute havoc on the wings today. The last corner didn't quite make it in, did it? So let's hope for a good delivery this time.
Dixon looking for leg, clearly a planned routine. They were on the same page. Out to Smith. Floated ball, and keeper just about gets her hands on it. Kirkham teasing Ellie White, who was there for a tap-in. I mean, she's made 2 interceptions now. She made the save earlier to keep the game at 1-0.
Yeah, she used to play for Leeds United. I've played quite a few matches with her, but she's improved a lot, I'll be honest, since she's been at Leeds. And like you say, she's definitely kept them in the game so far.
Here is Shauna Legg. Here's Dixon. Good hold-up play. Woodruff to her side, but she for now doesn't use it. Gets the free kick. No real rush for Leeds here in this situation. Kath Smith looks like she's coming across to take control. Well, the referee gives the order. In fact, it's Ellie White that will take charge of the situation.
I think for Blackburn, I think they're leaking goals for fun, aren't they? They've conceded 8 against Chorley in their respective cup competition.
Good ball in. Taken off Hughes by Woodruff's glancing touch. And how either of them have missed it is another debate for this game, because we're half an hour in. And in terms of, I mean, Sam Wood said at the end of last game, in terms of chances created, it's the best of the season. This eclipses that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think just then, I think Amy Woodruff didn't realise that Alice Hughes were behind her, but she maybe didn't hear the shout, if there was one. And it's just those little things in the final third that can make all the difference. A little shout, a little check-off, you know, whatever it might be. The execution of the final pass, whether it be to the left foot, right foot. You know, it's small margins, but these are the things that make the difference.
Green to White. Looking for Dixon at the far post. Blackburn get it clear. Smith. Just past that far post. What a hit there, Bridie. Only Amy Woodruff in front of her for an option for a pass.
Yeah, I think she heard me earlier saying that she can score a few long ranges apart from penalties. But wasn't meant to be on that occasion. What I'm liking about this Leeds performance today is that we're anticipating the ball really well in midfield. I mean, Darcy Green did it a second ago actually from left back, but just as soon as Blackburn are trying to play out, it's like we already know where that ball's going, and we've already anticipated it going there and won the ball back before they've even made the run or made first contact. So that's really impressive today.
To bring it out from the back. Blackburn's lack of pressure defensively up front is allowing Leeds just a platform. Woodruff to Dixon. So much space for Leeds out there in those key areas. Dixon just leaves one short for Smith, who at least gets her body behind the ball, wins a free kick. Blackburn are really struggling to get the ball out though from their own back four and away from midfield. It's just coming straight back at them, and then defensively, Bridie, I think you'll have been in their games, I'm sure yourselves, where I'm guessing it just becomes mentally tough as well when you're constantly having to focus.
You're almost waiting for that half-time whistle just to kind of regroup, discuss any tactics or any changes that might help in the second half. But yeah, when it's hard when it's defence and wave after attack. But I mean, credit to them, they'll be quite happy that it's only 2-0 at this point, because the game should be over really, shouldn't it? But you know, they are still in the game. They can still get a point if you know, but they've got to do something and do something quick, because they're just not offering much at all in this game.
Darcy Green steps in at the right time, goes for safety back towards Carrie Simpson.
I think when they get the ball, they just seem to be panicking a little bit and just trying to make the distance by passing the ball forward, but it's not always on. They've just got to try and get the ball and keep it for a few seconds and get Leeds to work, because at the moment Leeds are not really having to work that hard to win it back, albeit anticipating where the ball's going. But you know, it's it's a tough watch if you're in their dugout.
Yeah, claiming handball, and so it's another 50-50 call. Blackburn will feel that should be given a chance to carry on, of course, for Leeds. Delighted. But it's a 4, I think it was a 3-on-1 at least. Once the collision had come in, Blackburn had 2 players on side, with only Shauna Legg back there to help out for Leeds, so that's why they're so frustrated. Into Woodruff, back to Hughes. Glancing header away towards Dixon, but she lets it go. Yeah, member of the crowd alerting the referee that his linesman have put the flag up for offside.
Tidily done by Emily Cassidy.
Yeah, she's gone about her work really well, hasn't she? Since she's come into the team. Just very efficient, quite aggressive defensively, which is what you want as aggression here needed by Dixon. Bit of finesse as well, lays it towards Drew Green, but just slightly behind her. Millard Nepsing, good challenge from her. Support play as well. Leeds might have another attack here. Looking for a cutback, gets one, but it's blocked. Second bat of the cherry perhaps for another white shirt. Good ball in! Oh, what a goal! Off the crossbar from Dixon.
Get in.
And another goal for her. And that's a really nice finish, and no wonder the players are going across to hug Alana Millard for her cutback. It's met with real venom. Finish well. And Leeds United have a third goal. And Dixon has another.
And you know what? And this goes back from, you know, the neat work by Emily Cassidy into Shauna Legg. Shauna played a great ball forward. Great little work by Millard there. And, I mean, she made that goal, didn't she? But, yeah, top finish by Dixon there. Really, really well-worked goal again. And that's why you can see the whole team are celebrating together because, you know, 5 or 6 of them are involved in the move. So, really impressive stuff.
Yeah, Shauna needed that brace last week to get her confidence up. That's it now. Brace a game. Easy work.
Love that.
Keeper Sky Kirkham just getting some treatment, so we've got a delay here. Both sets of players getting a drink. Well, they've certainly improved since yesterday, so Simon Wood's team been given the message because they want the standards to stay the same. But it's been dominant, it's been controlling. And 3 goals, which, I mean, you could argue on another day Leeds could have 6. They've been that impressive, as we can see a replay of the first with the Green header from a well-worked move. Simple enough finish, but not easy. And then Hughes picking up Dixon for the second. And a very smart finish. After missing her first, gets her shooting boots on. Hughes gets an assist. And then no doubt about Dixon's finish for the third. Millard, a summer recruit, teeing up another new face in the team. And everything clicking into place.
Just that third goal, though, with Millard out on the right-hand side, no Blackburn player was actually running towards her. They were all running away from her. So, you know, she had 2 bites at the cherry there to put the cross in, but just really poor defensive work by Blackburn. Just not marking the players, you know, not anticipating where the ball's going to go, not picking up the runners. You know, poor from their point of view, but really, really positive from a Leeds point of view.
Yeah, Blackburn feel like they need probably half time. That team talk they've had there at least give them a tiny bit of respite from the onslaught of that Leeds midfield. Free kick given to Blackburn. A foul on Tarupke by Cav Smith. There's a substitution in the offing for Blackburn. Coming off is Ashton Upkate. And Rodriguez, the one that has entered the fray for Blackburn. So it should really be a like-for-like in midfield. Of course, at 3-0 down, got to try something from Blackburn's perspective, Brady, and do something a little different.
Yeah, and I do think it's the midfield that's, well, I say it's letting them down, but there's a number of areas, but I think Leeds are dominating the midfield, and you can see just wave after wave, at least everyone's getting involved.
And Woodruff goes back up the line. Picked up by Dixon. Leeds' two flair players sitting pretty deep. It's fallen to Smith. Blackburn have got nothing to stake. Coaching staff are not happy. James Mallet saying the referee a call should have gone Leeds' way. And now another free kick, just going to add salt to the wounds. Taken quickly. Blackburn are still complaining from the last incident as Hughes goes to the far post for Woodruff. Overhits it, frustrated at herself, looking for a second assist of the afternoon.
Yeah, it was a bit of a waste, that, wasn't it? Because, like you say, we took the free kick really quick. Blackburn was still complaining. Again, just lack of experience, just not even facing the ball. A lot of them out of position. And then we've just, obviously, played a ball that's just too high for Amy Woodruff, looking into the sky. It was a shame.
Smith and White combine up towards Dixon. Good feet from her to get away from trouble. Safely back to Simpson. Now Cassidy. All very easy this for Leeds at the back. Blackburn not able to put any sustained pressure on up front. Into Woodruff it goes. She sold it short to Hughes. Blackburn give the ball away again though. This time Allman looking to stretch the play and going too soon. Millard to leg, who in turn goes to White.
Yeah, as a centre-half, I'd be enjoying this. You just got the ball loads of time just to pick out a pass. I don't think she's, I've just about said, I don't think she's given the ball away, Sean Leg, today, and then she did, but no, she's got loads of time. There's just nobody pressing her whatsoever. And I guess it's difficult when there's just one up top, and you know they're spending large parts of this game defending. But I think from that point of view, they need to get out because all they're doing is just inviting pressure when they're sat so deep. I mean, if you look at where they are now, just everyone's just either walking or jogging. You know, they've got to show a little bit of fight and a little bit of spirit and try and get something out of this game.
Good challenge from White. Timely, just when Blackburn thought they got it back in a good area. Here's Cassidy. Up to Dixon, laid off to Smith. Leeds working really well. Now out towards Darcy Green, looking for Woodruff. Just under hits it, well intercepted by Blackburn. And they clear now to Rodriguez. He's the latest player to realise they harshness of the pitch. Blackburn's coaching staff are in disbelief again at another call. They'll feel like the chips are down all season with no points to their name. Another call goes their way, and momentum still firmly in Leeds' favour.
It's a better ball out.
Yeah, it is, and attacking now is Nsangu, who's needing a bit of support. Gets it in midfield from Rodriguez, who tries to pick out a teammate at the far post. Hughes gets there first instead of Parish. Blackburn's best move for maybe 20 odd minutes dealt with by the Leeds number 6.
Yeah, neatly done by Alice there. Don't know if she meant to head it back to a keeper or not, but then when she realised it was going in that direction, she just kind of used her body just to kind of usher off the striker there. But no, really well read by Alice.
Well worked by Hughes, digs in when she needs to. It's out to Millard, who's under pressure from Parish, but wouldn't think so. She turned away, just plays the pass a bit too hot to Green, who apologises for the lack of touch. First bit of pressure for Leeds to try and do offensively, because Blackburn have got the ball finally. They just try to get a bit of confidence and feel about the play. Rodriguez goes wide. Nipping in is Smith. Handball appeals from both teams. Here is Simpson. Simpson just taking her time. No reason for Leeds to rush things and give the ball away.
Obviously Becky Bass is not playing today. She, like I mentioned earlier, she was on the physio's bench the other day. She's hurt her knee, but she's had a good start since she's come back into the team after a lengthy time out of her ACL.
Awkward for Millard, who's got leg behind her. Just heads it away from trouble for now and then tries to chase it down.
It's nice to see Izzy Elliott on the bench as well today. Obviously she's been out injured as well, so it's nice when you've got players that have been out for a while and you just normally see them in the gym just working out by themselves on the rehab programme, and then to get back into the squad. You know, Paige Williams is another one. To get back into the squad and be part of a match day experience is really nice for those players.
Yeah, so the half-time whistle goes at the Bannister Prentice Stadium. Leeds are in total control. A brace from Dixon and a goal from Green has put them 3-0 up. Join us soon for second half commentary. moves back out towards Legg, who will play it down the line for Leeds inside 30 seconds. So Leeds go with Simpson, Legg, Cassidy, Hughes, Green, White, Smith, Dixon, Woodruff, Millard and Green. That's Darcy, Green and Drew. Heavy touch here from Blackburn. Might have given Woodruff half a chance. In fairness to Rodriguez, she goes and wins it back. Plays in a teammate. Blackburn have gone with Kirkham, Parrish, LeBron, Whittaker and Sangu, Mack, Gray, Rice, Ralston, Ullman and Rodriguez. Myself, Tom Hill and Bridie Hannon bringing you all the action for this encounter. And I guess more of the same would be the ideal situation, Bridie, but you know, if you are going to be very, very picky at the end of the season, if you want in promotion, goal difference can matter. You know, you don't want to give any goals away. You want to turn the screw a little bit. It might be a chance for Sam and Wood to bring on a few players on the bench. It's an important game, this, to restore confidence after some back-to-back draws. But you also can't get naive and a little bit cocky, I guess. Yeah,
I mean, obviously we've only got 5 points on the board so far, so you know, another 3 points will be absolutely fantastic, and also just for that confidence boost as well. And then we need to build on that and have a bit of momentum. But yeah, like you say, goal difference can come down to it.
Yeah, Dixon running through looking for a hat-trick angle. Is impossible to have a shot, so he decides to turn around and keep possession.
But I think just on the other side of that, I think it's important to get a clean sheet as well. I think the defence have felt a bit hard done by these last few weeks when we've obviously conceded quite late on, and you know, you could argue a lot of those games they've defended very, very well, and it's just come down to kind of like one mistake at the back. So yeah, so it'd be fantastic for a confidence boost to get a clean sheet and then hopefully another couple of goals, which, you know, we can definitely do that in this second half. I'm going to go for 6-0 today. I don't normally give predictions, but I just randomly thought I would.
Stopped me in my tracks there with your outrageous Landis claims. As here's Woodruff from Legg. Cassidy back to Legg again. And we mentioned it in the first half. Blackburn, because they're now trying to stop the flow of attacks, break off, flag stays down. There is Woodruff to get a well-earned goal this season. A brave cutback. One where she couldn't miss from there. She could have walked it home. Leeds beat the offside trap. And you want your top scorer from last season getting on the score sheet as early as possible this season. She is not going to get an easier goal. The cutback from White, who took one for the team. Leeds have a fourth.
Yeah, she couldn't really miss then, could she? But yeah, a bit of a subdued celebration from Amy Woodruff there. I think deep down she'll be absolutely buzzing to get off the mark. Because like I said, I mean, last year she was by far our outstanding player of the season. Did really, really well in terms of goals and all-round play. She was unplayable at times. So yeah, fantastic that she's managed to get a goal today, and hopefully they'll start coming a bit more regularly for her now.
Smith passes the ball into the path of Dixon. I think she thought that White was in support, but White was a lot further back than she realised. Here is Smith intercepting. Ball forward just goes a bit too far in front of the Leeds attack, so Kirkham picks her up. Simpson again. About to try to make the point, Brad, as Leeds scored, which I'll be happily interrupted all game long if Leeds keep doing that. But because Blackburn have lost. Without getting any injuries, and try not to,
you know, make the scoreline even worse than what it is, because, like you say, goal difference works at the other side as well, at the other end of the table, and obviously yet to pick up any points. I think it's one of those games where you go, right, let's dust ourselves off and let's go again. Like I said, they have had some really tough games so far. Obviously, they're new to this league.
Good work from Cassidy at the back. Corner ball is the way that it's been given. Referee's got an issue with one of the players in Carrie Simpson's face in Blackburn colours. Free header for Leeds to deal with defensively. A lapse in concentration at 4-0 down. Carrie Simpson will be desperate for a clean sheet. That's what all defenders are like. That was a very easy opportunity.
Yeah, it was a really good ball in, quite deep actually, but I mean, had she not have headed it, there were another player that was unmarked a couple of yards behind her. So yeah, it's just, you know, concentration. Even when you are 4-0 up, you know, you don't want to spoil it, because even if this game finishes 4-1, it still adds a bit of a dampener, even if you have won comfortably. But you don't want to be conceding. I think for the whole team, I know it's, you know, especially for Carrie Simpson as a goalkeeper, she'll be really proud of that, but also the team will as well. So it's important to you know, be smashing it really at both ends.
Leeds nearly in again. Might fall towards White. Keeper still off the line. Blackburn do well to clear. Rodriguez pokes it forward. Return pass is short though. Blackburn asking for it in behind. The pass was put into a good area, but sadly for them not close enough to Nsangu as Simpson clears.
I think it's difficult at this stage in the season though, isn't it, to try and recruit players, but you know, they are lacking a bit of leadership and experience in this team. You can tell no one's kind of, you know, grabbing the game by both hands, trying to make things happen. You know, the young and inexperienced team, but you know,
Pass. And the pass looking for twin sister Drew was just a little bit overhit. Out for a goal kick. Reminder of that Leeds bench: Oates, Williams, Lee, Elliott, Ellis, Jubal, Keating and Watson.
yeah, so I didn't realise actually that Monique Watson's coming back from an injury. So we saw her come on in the last home match for a few minutes at the end. She looked really, really sharp. I'm quite impressed. But yeah, she's just trying to build up her game time at the moment, just making a few off the bench substitute appearances. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to see her today.
Woodruff to Hughes. Return pass was possibly on, but Leeds had better numbers on the edge of the box, including Millard, who was trying to squeeze it through. It'll fall to Green. Deflection works back to her, into Millard again. Leeds are just queuing up on the edge of the box. It's back to Smith. Bobble is awkward. Allowed her to keep going forward. She goes to ground, gets a free kick in a key area, looking for Leeds United's 5th goal of the afternoon.
Yeah, she did well there. She used her experience well to win the team a free kick. Then I think she realised that she wasn't actually going anywhere then, but did really, really well. But yeah, another good opportunity.
White is stood over it. Smith's peeled away for a pass down the line. If she wants it, she'll go for the speculative effort. Keeper spills it. Leg picks up the rebound. Smith goes for another. Kirkham saves not once but twice to keep the scoreline at 4-0. She's made some crucial interceptions today, as Kirkham, as you said earlier, a former youth player at Leeds who has moved on to get regular action, improved her game as a result. And she's made at least 4 saves in which Leeds would have scored from.
Yeah, she has, and I think what sometimes Sky does is she doesn't kind of make that initial save, and then she then needs to then make the second and third one. But I mean, you know, credit to her, she gets back up when she's on the floor, and you know, she's quick to make the second save. So fair play to her.
Yeah, Cassidy gets caught, but nobody for Blackburn in gold colours in a good area. Drew Green to Smith. Dixon's asking for it out wide. Smith will go for a speculative effort that will take a big deflection behind for a corner.
Yeah, I think Ellie White is asking, why didn't you play me in? Why are you shooting from there? But like I said, we know Caf can score from there, and yeah, it did take a deflection, and it's an opportunity. It's difficult, isn't it, when these games are going like that, like they're going, and you know, we're 4-0 up and we're creating chance after chance. It's like everybody wants to get on the score sheet, don't they?
Yeah, definitely.
You start doing things differently that you wouldn't ordinarily do as well, because you know, you want to get a goal.
Dixon to the far post. Hughes heading back across, headed away off the line by Blackburn. Looked to be Rodriguez that got in the right place at the right time. See, Hughes nearly got another goal to her name. She's not happy that Dixon's become top scorer. And Dixon nips in again. Blackburn keep going. Millard's back there. Simpson went for safety rather than a cute pass out from the back. Here's Woodruff. Beautiful ball over the top for White to chase, who might just get there. She doesn't. Dixon on the follow through. Rodriguez and a few of the defenders back there, including Gray at full-back. And fine margins there, Bradley, because a different bubble of the ball and Leeds might have been one-on-one.
Yeah, it was good defending, to be honest. I think Amy Woodruff did really well initially to control the ball, and she knew that Ellie White was running on behind her, and you know, it was a great tackle there, and then the follow-up by the number 12. So yeah, well done to them.
A change or two coming for Blackburn. There's also another change for Leeds United, so multiple subs. And it is Drew Green that will make way. Monique Watson comes on. I mean, she was very, very impressive when she came off the bench a few weeks ago. Tidy in possession. And when I say tidy, also demanding as well. Wanted the ball at every opportunity. Her reading of the game, the interceptions. You know, this is not a bad player for Leeds United to bring on in any game, but when you're 4-0 up and you want to boost her fitness, you know, Sam Wood must be so happy today that he can do that sort of substitution, Brady.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, it's not just coming on for 2 or 3 minutes at the end to run the clock down, is it? You know, she could make a significant contribution to this game in the time that she's got. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing a little bit more of her today.
Watson nips in. Blackburn continuing to come forward. Tangu's got there. Offside appeals, but not heard. To the far post, headed back into a dangerous area, but thankfully Shauna Legg can mop the ball up and clear. Up towards Dixon she goes, and She'll bring it clear as well. It's relatively easy work from her. She makes it look easy. Here is White looking to sandwich the ball through a gap. It's now Smith. Overhit, and it will go back into the hands of Kirkham. Looking for Woodruff with a quick counter-attacking pass. Sadly, all she can do is chase what would be a ball out for a throw. So just hard work again from Amy Woodruff. Blackburn's players will be desperate for a rest, but with her on the case, that's never going to happen. Here's Watson. Parrish just watching it go, and then frustratingly having the ball kicked against her legs by White, out for a Leeds throw-in. Good work from Smith. Very good work. Dixon goes for it first time. When you're on a hat-trick, you try things. She might have had more time, obviously, with us seeing the bigger picture. She could have took an extra touch, but you know, the 2 goals she's already got shows you that her finishing instinct is already there. So she thought she could catch the defender out, Bridie, but sadly just leant back as she did so.
Yeah, like you say, if she'd have taken a touch, so I think that player would have got back in and defended it. It was the captain there, Kaylee Mack. So I think she was right to hit it first time, but just needs to have a little bit more composure and just relax in those circumstances. But, you know, she's not an out-and-out striker, so, you know, I don't expect that every chance that she has is going to go in the back of the net.
Yeah, it's up towards Woodruff. Smith there for the layoff. Just pokes it wide for White, who moved into an attacking winger position with Watson now on the pitch. Ball's gone out of play for a goal kick despite White's best efforts.
Yeah, it's good defending that by the number 3, Isabel Parrish. I think Kath Smith, it was the right ball to play out wide to her, and I think she just tried to cheekily just get around her, but I think maybe needed to turn around and kind of go the other way, just needed a little bit more support. Sky must have thought she had more time then. I think Amy Woodruff did really well to close her down. Nearly resulted in another opportunity.
Smith goes for goal, blocked on the edge of the area. Dixon picks it up. Looking for that avenue for a shot. She was tackled from behind as she did so. Green gets caught in possession. Cassidy in a foot race with Nsangu. Gets caught, but not according to the linesman that's right in front of her.
Good
feet. A rare free kick, Bridie, for Blackburn in a good area.
Yeah, it was good work by Lucy Almond initially. Some tidy footwork and then a nice ball out to get it into that area, but it's not a free kick, it's thrown.
That's why the linesman did nothing and then no decision to make as ball over hits a couple of Leeds players, goes over their heads and out for another throw in on this near side. 65 minutes. Maybe the action in terms of quality dried up a little bit. Often happens when you've got a very convincing scoreline in one favour. Mentally wise, Leeds maybe not as sharp as they were. They know the game is theirs. Trying a few things perhaps that they wouldn't, i.e. Dixon trying to go across the entire defence.
Yeah, I think she was trying to play a through ball for Alana Millard just to run onto that, but didn't quite execute it as she thought. But yeah, I think it's difficult.
Green picks up the pass and turns inside and looks for goal. What an effort! Through ball, and then she does it all on her own, does Darcy Green. The smallest sight of goal. So many players to pick from, but the confidence, the scoreline in Leeds' favour. And she adds a goal to her tally for the season, and it'll be right up there come the end of the year for awards. Fine finish. Leeds are 5-0 up with 23 minutes remaining.
Yeah, fantastic goal. Just cut inside on a right foot there. Again, just poor defending, just allowing those shots just to come in. And to be fair to Sky Kirkham, she had no chance with that. But, I mean, fantastic finish into the top corner. Really, really good finish and another fantastic goal. And I'm still on for my 6-0. But if we get another one soon, then I think I might be wrong. It might be, I mean, it's got the ability on it, Tom, to go 7 or 8 as this game. So we shall see. But goals, as we were just talking about, a bit of a lull in the game then, but goals lift players, and these girls are going to have enjoyed that feeling that much that they're going to want to go again. I think Dixon will still be looking for a hat-trick, because if there's any game to get one in, it'll be this one.
Backheel was looking for White, just misses her left boot.
Would have looked good if that had come off.
Picked up by Green. Dixon chasing it. Gets the corner. Referee was in good support to see who had the last touch.
We often see those kind of passes, don't we, Tom, just roll out the play with this pitch, but it seemed to hold up a little bit then. Credit to Chloe Dixon, she didn't give it up. She fought for that ball and earned her team a valuable corner.
Far post. Header. Hughes. Second time this afternoon she's been picked out from a corner. This time she finishes. Another goal for Alice Hughes this year. Great delivery from Dixon. Leeds United make it 6.
Wow. I mean, and this goes back to Chloe Dixon winning a team a corner. Fantastic delivery. I mean, Sky Kirkham should have collected that or punched it at least. So poor goalkeeping, but I mean, we've seen Alice do this time and time again.
Lead with the leg. It's into Watson. Good turn, crisp pass out wide towards Ellie White. Leg clears to Watson, who will bring it forward. Great balance about how she carries possession. Hughes out towards Green. She's looking for an avenue. Now a shot. Kirkham gets her body behind the ball to keep it at 6-0 with 20 left. If you're a sub today, Brady, this is one of those games where you're thinking to yourself, you're walking past Sam as many times as you can, getting a drink right in front of him, trying to get his attention. You want to be out there to get a goal or two.
You do, but you see, it's the opposite, I think, sometimes as a substitute. It's those games where you think they look a bit difficult, we're not looking like we can score, I want to go on and make the difference, whereas a game like today, it's like everyone's kind of chipping in with the goal. So yes, you're quite right, they'll be thinking I want a piece of that, but equally they want to change the game, and I think there's only one way this game's going.
Yeah, here's Millard Watson, a tap in, it's 7. So many players looking for that goal, and Monique Watson gets an effort of her own off the bench. It's all thanks to the support play. And I mentioned to Alana Millard again getting forward from right back. She's had a few plaudits today from her teammates. Every reason why as well. Gets up in good areas, puts a ball in the box that's begging for a white touch. It gets a couple. And thankfully, it is Watson on the rebound at the far post to make it 7-0.
Yeah, I think Ellie White celebrating as she's laid on the floor there. She managed to get an assist. I'm not sure she meant to do that. But no, well done to Monique Watson on the first goal for Leeds United. But yeah, like you mentioned then, Millard, she does a lot of work running up and down that wing, supporting her teammates, going forward and then getting back to defend. So yeah, credit to her. She's put in some really good crosses today and caused quite a few problems.
So yeah, a couple of changes. Dribble Keating's going to come on. Ellis is also going to come on. Ellie White has been replaced. And Kath Smith has also been replaced. Big game today for Ellie White. Played 2 different positions. Helped dictate the play as much as she could. Well worked back by Leeds in midfield with Cassidy stepping up out of defence. Here's Legg. Squeezes it in to Woodruff. Now Watson.
When it got to 4-0, we said, you know, from a Blackburn point of view, you know the game's lost, so you're just trying to just hold out and not concede anymore. But every time Leeds go forward, they look like scoring. They're just sitting so deep.
Dribble Keating wanted a potential free kick, had a quick glance at the referee. Well worked by Hughes. Nips in to go to Dribble Keating. Hughes. Dixon's looking for it. I think she wants a hat-trick. Shooting from anywhere so far.
I'm going to say, what makes you say that? The thing is, she's got the ability to do so, so I don't blame her for trying a bit of a pop shot there, but she knows that she's better than that in terms of her quality, and you know, if she gets one on target, hopefully it'll go in. I think she needs to be further up the pitch to be doing that. Alice Hughes again. Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Alice Hughes, I think she's been absolutely fantastic today. She's been all over the park. Obviously, she's got her goals, but just her contribution. Just every time she gets the ball, she keeps it white every single time. You very, very rarely see her give the ball away. Obviously, there was that one little error in the first half, which she'll kill me for bringing that back up. But I think today she's been absolutely outstanding.
Rodriguez in possession. Dixon chases back though to beat Captain Mack to the ball. Ellis is asking for it in behind. Dixon tries to pick her out. Now she's got to get goal side. She's quick enough. Is she strong enough? She's not on this occasion, thanks to the good work of Parish for Blackburn. They've kept it alive, have the visitors. Cassidy intercepts. Leg plays it safe and goes backwards. Green on the march. Great feet. Cut back defending, it turns it in. Kirkham tips it onto the frame of the bar by the looks of things to keep it away from goal. They'll settle for the corner, Leeds. Well, thanks to Kirkham, the scoreline stays as it was.
Yeah, really good work by Darcy Green on that left-hand side. Great little crossing, good defending. I thought it had got in for a moment then, but no, fair play. It's another good opportunity to get another goal here. Alice Hughes lurking around that back post like she always does. Chloe Dixon will be thinking, let me swap so I can get my hat-trick.
Woodruff, glancing header, just too much spin on the ball.
5 minutes, please.
Back it goes into leg. Nice and simple as she finds out just how much space Simpson's in. Cassidy, sun continuing to shine at Garforth as Leeds look for an 8th goal. Williams, one of the latest subs on, tries to switch the play. Jibril Keating's kept herself, but Bannister's coming off the bench. And Blackburn just trying now to get this game seen out as with them taking each 5 to 10 minute chunk as a separate entity. It's been a rude awakening for them this season.
Yeah, it's been a very dominating performance, hasn't it, from a Leeds point of view. Obviously there's new faces to the team. It's nice to see them gelling together in a game like this.
Williams from green. Williams is still there if she needs a support, tries to put it into the box. Lee, the latest substitute off the bench here, is leg. As well as Millard was there if she wanted it. Gets that ball now. full-back looking for an avenue to find Woodruff. Watson's on the edge of the box, but Leeds couldn't get it under control with Woodruff, who's just took too much time. Millard will pick up the pieces. Blackburn struggling to get out from their own 6-yard box. Williams doing the right thing, turning it inside. And she's not a million miles away from finding the goal there, Paige Williams. It's still 7 with a couple of minutes left.
No, it's not a bad effort at all, but I was just literally counting the shirts then for Blackburn, and you've literally got like 8 people in the box defending for their lives, but you know, Leeds keep managing to still find a way through. I think we always knew that Leeds had the ability and the quality to roll teams over like this, but it's nice that the actual scoreline reflects that today. It's been a fantastic performance.
Yeah, Ellis from a great ball. Kirkham gets down. Jubril Keating, Watson both lurking. Ellis looking for goal herself. That's a fabulous through ball to pick out the Leeds sub. I think that's the most pleasing thing for Sam Wood. Not only have Leeds racked up the goals today, but it's the football they've played. It gives them confidence when they've got tougher tasks at the office and tougher days to come. So here is Williams. Just over hits the ball to Green, who, as determined as she is, realises she's not going to get to that ball. And it's behind for a goal kick. We've got a minute left. We've got a chance then to discuss the player of the match. I mean, I don't think many Leeds United players, Brady, have put a foot wrong, but is there anyone that's been the pick of them?
I think for me it's Alice Hughes, as I mentioned earlier. I think obviously a goal's been really important, but I think just her overall performance, 1 minute she's defending, the next she's playing some great through balls through, you know, the next she's heading a goal in. So I think for me, Alice Hughes, I think everything she's done today has just been absolutely brilliant. Just professional performance. I mean, you know, Blackburn have given her the time and space to pick out her passes and do what she does best. She just keeps the ball so simple every single time. So yeah, Alice Hughes for me, but good performance by Chloe Dixon also.
Yeah, Williams just stumbles as she keeps the attack going. She eventually gets to the ball. She's done well to recover there. It looked to be under pressure. Here's Ellis, driving, running side. Slight spot of goal. Williams turns it that way. But it's more of a speculative dig out of the ground rather than anything powerful behind it. Here's Cassidy.
I think when you look at their results as well, the fact that they only lost 1-0 to Durham and 2-0 to Cheadle and 1-0 to Doncaster, you know, they were, I can argue they were quite good results against those kind of teams, but I mean, we've absolutely battered them today, haven't we?
Cleared away by Mack, only as far as towards Millard. I think as well, Brady, as well, isn't it, that, you know, Leeds in recent seasons, you know, they've looked like they're going to get promoted, faded away. You can't have any sympathy, can you? You can't be thinking, oh, you know, a team struggling. You've got to be cutthroat. You just got to rack up wins and be ruthless and gain momentum. And you know, Leeds have only lost once, but they were down in 8th before kick-off today.
Yeah.
You've just got to win by any means necessary, whether it's pretty or not in this league. And today it's been pretty.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's a really good word. We've not been ruthless this season, and we've allowed teams to get back in. Even the teams that haven't really had much possession or created anything, we've managed to let them in. Sometimes virtually the last kick of the game. So, you know, it's nice today that we're seeing this out as a clean sheet. Carrie Simpson especially will be really pleased with that. But yeah, like you say, it's not just the goals; it's the manner in which we've scored them. So really, really good team effort today. So Simon would be really pleased.
Millard mops up and goes back to Simpson, who's had very few touches today. All of them have been with her feet, I think. Here's Ellis inside to Darcy Green. Cassidy. Back to Ellis. So much space today for Leeds in key areas. Watson's peeled wide. Jubril Keating wants it down the line. It was into Woodruff instead. And was looking for that first time pass to Jubril Keating. Good work from Lee in midfield for Leeds. Here's Green. With Williams, 1-2, an 8th goal perhaps here for Leeds. Green will look to maybe go to the byline just at the last second. She's been read. That was Rawstrand that got there. And there is the full-time whistle. A resounding victory for Salmon Woods Leeds United women to win on home soil. After back-to-back draws, they've racked up 7 goals against Blackburn to get some confidence back. Green opened the scoring, a brace from Dixon. There was further efforts from Green, Woodruff, Watson and Hughes in what was performance of the season for Salmon Woods team. They'll hope to use that as a marker now for the rest of the campaign leading up into the winter. And thank you once again for Bradley for joining us today. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Back for more soon. Leeds United women running out 7-0 winners.
Walk off.